Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are here again. I am your host, Chantel Sierra Tisha Kim, your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide, coming to you again for day number 136. Yeah, 136 days, y'all. I have been going live, staying committed to playing with my little girl and showing up to embrace the queen within. As y'all see, she looking a little different today, eh? Yes, sir. And yes, ma'am. I am she is me. You're coming in to tap into this universal energy as 3 cards already came out. I typically come on here pulling tarot, tapping into universal consciousness, tapping into my ancestors, my guides, and all the ascended masters who are along for the ride, okay? As the first card out is the Chariot. This is the balancing of this yin-yang energy. This is coming into the knowingness of which way you are to go, okay? Knowing that you are your own guru, you are your own guide, and you have to follow the steps up to the other side. Knowing that everything that you desire will be found on the other side, okay? Of you knowing who you are. And celebrating the victories, celebrating the endings, the beginnings, the newness that is on the way. As you hold your torch as that wounded healer, knowing where you came from, but knowing also that that's not where you got to stay, okay? Mending those broken hearts, as this was the first card, I believe, from yesterday, as the 6th card for today. Knowing that in the darkness, in those barren places, you get the start over. You get to push the start, repeat. Allow your heart to remain tender and open, knowing that what you know for sure is truly what you will receive. We'll get one more card to close out this 7-card draw, and there it goes. Knowing that your heart can remain open as you prepare for the next part of your journey. This is where we are bringing things into full circle. This is the whole moving of that wheel, moving of your being into the highest expression of what it is you desire. The Chariot card is all about balancing your yin and yang energy, balancing, again, as we talked about yesterday, the light and the darkness, so that you can get clear about where it is you want to go. Starting by tapping into your own essence, your own unique part of this game, and being able to live it out loud, being able to rise to the occasion of where you are being guided, where you're being directed, where all of your abundance resides. This is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is happy life, everything in order, everything going the way you intended. And you can celebrate that. Celebrate every opportunity to see things from the end. Don't wait till it shows up into this reality to say, now I can be happy. Now I can celebrate. No, celebrate now. Utilizing gratitude. Utilizing the highest vibration of what you want to experience, which ultimately is love, you know? Loving on yourself, loving on your partner, loving on your children, loving on your career, loving on everything that you desire, and allowing those trials and tribulations to allow you to even shine brighter, knowing that you have made it to the other side, knowing that you have accomplished that which you have set out to do. So now you can be a light for others so they can do it too. Oh, they got bars, okay? And in that space, you may have went through the heartache. You may have been through the difficult situations, the barren lands, the things not looking like you want them to look. But allow your heart to remain open and trusting as you do, while you prepare for what you expect if it hasn't already yet manifest. So you have to be ready. You have to do your work. You have to begin to work in this shadow. shadow in the light. What is it there to teach you? What is the trials and tribulations showing you of how you have to realign so that you can be prepared for what's on the other side as you rise to the occasion and hold the torch. Once she was holding the torch, now she can put it down and say, let's ride. Let's go. Everyone who is sent to help me, who is sent to have this experience with me, let's go. Let's celebrate, because this is our opportunity. As we are coming out of this Taurus full moon energy, it is all about being clear about what you want to happen in the days to come, in the weeks to come, in the months to come. What do you see for your life? How are you moving your life force energy from your I am to your I feel, to your I do and I can, to your I love, to your I speak, to your I see, and to your I know. Crown chakra energy. This is how we have to work with what we're given so that we can truly receive everything that we desire. That is what this message is all about. Endings and beginnings. Completion. We are completing those old cycles. We are completing those old tests and trials. We are moving into the fullness of who we are. This is a choice. This is a vibration. This is a frequency. This is a work that only you can do. But your soul is here to guide you through, as we will tap into our soul's journey cards and see what clarifying energy they would give us. Oh, 2 showed up at the top. Adversity followed by blame. Okay, those are 2 really good cards, because in order to move out of this yin yang energy, you have to bring balance and harmony. You have to begin to understand why adversity shows up and know that there's no one to blame. This is just a opportunity to learn to take the reins. You see, he don't even have none, but to take the reins spiritually of your life. Take the reins and begin to navigate through the ebbs and flow. And adversity, I like the fact that there's a pyramid there. And also, I see that as a lighthouse, right? This is what we're moving into, right? Moving into and away from. But this adversity card says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This is how we learn to grow. This is how we learn what it is that we truly desire, by experiencing the things that we don't. But we sometimes get complacent. We sometimes get stuck in that pattern of better the devil I know than the devil I don't, or well, this is as good as it's gonna get. No. As good as it's going to get is where you're full of love, you're full of joy, you're full of bliss. You are celebrating life with all those that are supporting you, and you are supporting them as you continue to grow, glow, and flow. Okay? Knowing that blame doesn't work. You can't blame anyone, because we all are making choices by our thoughts, by our emotions, and by our actions. Those things that we do, or even the things that we don't do, sometimes keep us in these cycles, keep us in these repeated patterns. Some of this is not even really your work, but it's the generational trauma that you've carried, so that you can say, the buck stops here. I see you. I know what this is about. And then you begin to take responsibility. As this card says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. We can't blame anyone else for the things that we've experienced. We have to move into the bottom card, as I was told to look, is happiness. We have to move into that space and know that we are responsible for our own happiness. We are responsible for the way we show up in our life and how we allow our light to shine without giving our power to someone else. Because they're on their own journey. They're doing what's best for them. And you have to do what's best for you. And that's about establishing boundaries, knowing who you are and what you have been sent to do, so that you can realign and you can begin to navigate the experiences as opportunities to learn. Is this for me? Is this not for me? Where am I moving in my happiness? Happiness, joy, bliss, nirvana, peace, love, success. All of those things are available, but we have to choose. And this happiness card says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So if you are in relationships that are toxic, if you are in relationships that you keep repeating karmic cycles, those are not the relationships that you are to stay in. They are only there to teach you who you are and how you must move beyond it as your own guru. In this world that we live in, we become too dependent on other people, and we take that for granted. We take it for granted in projection of our own insecurities, our own limiting beliefs, our own ideas of how things should be, instead of allowing things to show up and just be, and you navigate the experience as it feels right to thee and me, you know? So that is what this is telling us. We have to follow the joy, follow the bliss, follow the love, and then you won't miss. But what does it take? Change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking her to change her ways. I'm talking to myself, y'all. And this change says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And like I said, we create our realities by our thoughts, our actions, and our beliefs. What is it that you believe? For me, for a long time, that sense of unworthiness was there. Not knowing my value, not knowing my worth, and beginning to navigate experiences that supported that. I'm not valued. I'm not worth it. I can't do it. I'm not going to attain it. But then I had to have that reset. I had to really, truly begin to align to the truth of what I saw in my third eye, which was this. And I'm like, this ain't that. But this is what I know, and it's the uncomfortable comfortability. So am I willing to release that and let it go in the way it needed to go and begin to navigate my experience toward this Ten of Pentacles life, where I say now, how good can it get? Good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better's best. And then I'm in that space of celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. This is what we have to do. This is how we move into becoming and celebrating the endings, knowing that nothing is forever. Life is not forever. Life in the body is not forever. But life in the soul, life in the spirit is. And the soul is teaching us that adversity is our opportunity to learn. That we can't blame anyone for our experience. That we have to move in that energy of happiness, love, joy, bliss, prosperity, abundance. And really know that if we're moving in that, we will never miss. But it does take change. It does take moving out of where you have become uncomfortably comfortable into the unknown, which is also uncomfortable, but knowing that when you take the reins of your own life and move as the guru, as the guide, as the all-knowing source connected to your highest light, the tree of life, to bring forth the life of your desire, the life that you've dreamed of. But you have to do the work. And sometimes you have to do it afraid, because it's like, do I want to stay in this cycle? Do I want to stay in the current of things that don't serve? Or am I ready to truly move beyond it? So this is what we're talking about. Allowing completions to move you forward, not to keep you stuck, not to bring you down, but bring you up. Ooh. Get around some people who gonna bring you up, y'all. Get around some people who are gonna speak the love language that you desire. Oh, there we go. Oh, and they said, don't be Boo Boo the Fool. But maybe sometimes people might think you are Boo Boo the Fool. But you chase your dreams. You take that leap. You do the radical thing. Because in that space is where you will receive everything. This says it says possibilities and potential. And I'm looking at this card now, and he's a clown. He's Boo Boo the Fool, but it's a black cat there. And if y'all know what that means, that black cat is transformation. That is when the matrix system gets reset. Something happened in the matrix. Something changed. Are you ready? Are you aware? Do you know where it is that you're going to go next? Because you've seen it in your third eye, and you know for sure without a doubt that what you see is what you get. Not in this everyday reality, but what you believe yourself to be, what you believe yourself to have, what you believe yourself to be worthy of, and what you are willing to do, to expand, to grow, so that you can have the capacity to hold it when the new arrives. Okay, so we're going to read in the book from The Secrets of the Ancestors. As you know, this is one of the beautiful ways that I commune with spirit. This is one of the ways that I tap into my own intuition. This is the way that I channel universal energy for messages to not only help me, but to also inspire those that come in to take a look-see. Okay, so Boo Boo the Fool says, I trust that I am unconditionally loved and supported. When we take these leaps, when we make these life shifts, when we begin to align to our soul's purpose, we can trust that everything is working out for us. How good can it get? Even if you're afraid, even if you're thinking that you will be lacking something, because we still work through those limiting beliefs, you have to trust the process and know that you are unconditionally loved. So whether you make a mistake, whether you come into adversity, whether you're still working through this idea of blaming someone else, show love. Show love first to yourself, to say, hey, I get to have this experience. If you see me as Boo Boo the Fool, that's okay. I know where I'm going, because I know for sure that where I'm at, I don't want to stay. So there has to be something better on the other side. And that's the tree of life, y'all. So the ancestral medicine for this card says, this is a gentle reminder not to take yourself or anything else too seriously. Try approaching life with curiosity and joyous expectation. How good can it get? That has been a mode that I've been in since I started this journey of my 136 days of embracing the queen within and determined to live aligned and crowned. I have to take the risk. I have to go for it. I have to allow things to end so that new things can begin. And the only way that happens is by trusting what's within. Allowing love to lead, allowing love to be my guide, allowing myself to love myself, to know my worth, to know what I'm worthy of, to know the value that I bring into the world that I show up in. And this is where we find the true happiness, joy, bliss, because it's like, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing unless it's aligning to the truth of who I am. And if it is aligning to helping me learn from my experience, because I'm always examining. Sometimes we have to zoom out. Sometimes we have to go beyond what we see with these two eyes. We have to sit in that space of silence, of introspection, of integration of the experience, and not blaming, but taking responsibility for our own well-being. So because we are still in the energy of the Taurus new moon, everything is new, y'all. Tap, tap, tap in. We are going to go into the Moonology cards and get a card from Moonology. And I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it, because look what shows up. This is my my sun sign, the Aries. And it says, a fiery climax approaches. Woo! I'm going to bring that in, y'all, because if y'all knew what I knew about what I knew, what I experienced, and what I'm moving into, a fiery climax is most certainly approaching. And it feels good. Yeah. So yes, the fiery climax is approaching. So sometimes that fiery climax is burning away those things that no longer serve. Sometimes so that the ground can become fertile, so that you can begin to put new nutrients, new seeds, new ideas into your surface, into your ground, into your anchor, into who you are, so that you can begin to reap the harvest that is truly due you. Sometimes what has been burned is the tares. You have the wheat and you have the tares, and sometimes you got to bring the tares to completion, because they are both growing. And it's, what are you feeding? What are you nourishing? What are you saying? Hey, I'm going to give you more energy. I'm going to give you more inspiration. I'm going to let this fire of passion burn from my sacral chakra to create that thing that I desire. Or I'm going to burn it all down and let my ground be refertilized so that I can see my highest desire. Sometimes when we are caught in that root chakra energy, we don't even know who we are. We don't know what we want. We don't know what we're supposed to do. But in the time of this call and this new moon, it is time to get clear. Let go. Release, surrender, liberate your soul, liberate your mind, liberate your body, and begin to come into this new you. It's the new you. It's the same you, the wounded you, who has now found her seat to say, you know what? I'm in control of this. I am preparing for what is to come, because I know this ain't it. Okay? So we are going to read out of the book, The Fiery Climax in Aries. Woo! We celebrating this Aries, and it says Aries full moon. So after a new moon comes the full moon, right? So we are looking forward to this full moon in Aries energy, which says it's a fiery climax that's approaching. So let me get to it in the book, and we're going to read what it says here to give us some more energy. And it's on page 68. 68. Okay. It says, the attunement to the moon, this full moon of Aries. It says, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Ooh, let me read that again. Be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. So this is saying, yeah, you can nicely burn it down and say, thank you. This is best for both of us. This is best for all of us, because we are a collective consciousness, and it takes us all rising up into this main character energy unapologetically, knowing that your soul essence, you are the guru, you are the soul of your story. Your soul is saying, rise up, and begin to live a new life. Because this card is really my card as well. It's a number 5 card, the Hierophant. I'm going to read that one because I was told to, but I know why. So we are going to give you the Hierophant affirmation. It says, I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence. Are you able to show up as you unapologetically? Do you know who you are? This is the work that I do with my clients, helping them to regulate their nervous system, because until you feel safe, supported, and loved, there's no telling what you're going to be exposed to. But the moment you can find that security and root into your own healing. Ground yourself, stabilize yourself, knowing that you are safe, supported, and loved, safe, supported, and guided and directed, that you have everything that you need for this new journey. You can then begin to release those things that no longer serve, because now you are filling your own cup. You know that, okay, this is who I am, and I know the feelings that didn't feel good, and now I am passionately pursuing that which does. This allows you to release your burdens to the ethers. This allows you to allow your heart to remain open as you heal and release and liberate your soul to be your navigation, so that you can truly come into this Hierophant energy and begin to illuminate this kind of life, the Ten of Pentacles life, where everything is going all right. It doesn't say that you're not going to still have to navigate this experience of the Chariot, because you're going somewhere else. But this light and darkness is what's going to take you there. But you have to not be afraid. You have to truly be Boo-Boo the Fool and say, you know what? Happy life, happy wife, happy life, happy husband, whatever, happy career, happy success, happy children. This is what I seek, and this is what I desire. And how can I take responsibility and do what I know to do to show up unapologetically to do it? And do it well, knowing that change is necessary. And this is how we move from one vibration, one experience to the next. You have to know what you know, what you know, what you know, what you know, and then move in it. Because when I move, you move, just like that. Okay? When I move, you move, just like that. And allowing the adversity to be that lesson. Like, okay, what am I learning? Or what have I learned? Now that I can see things clearly from the lighthouse, right? You got to go up into the upper room. You got to shine a little light on it. You got to know what you know for sure. And know that everything is working for you. Always. Everything is always working for me. And have that energy of how good can it get? So we're going to tap into our chakra energy, the last card for clarification of this completion energy. Completing those cycles, completing those limiting beliefs, completing those places of stagnation and lack, and coming into, we got two cards, coming into soul healing. This is our soul saying, I got you. I got you. Everything is working for you. I have the master plan right here in the palm of your hand. Soul healing. This is what it takes to move from brokenhearted to heart enlightened, okay? So we're moving from that and we're playing, okay? This is a contrast too. They said, we said what we said, and I love the dolphins. The dolphins are my animal. I love dolphins. And I love the ocean. And I love that emotions, there's a lot of emotions in the ocean. But when you can play with it, you truly do have no one else to blame. You can begin to take responsibility and play the game. Play the game to win. Play the game in a way that sets your soul on fire so that you can dance. They don't, what does it say? People don't dance no more. All they do is this. All they do is this. But we gonna dance in the energy of our bliss, of our happiness, of our joy, of our taking responsibility for our life and saying, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, being able to speak our truth in love, being able to set this world on fire if you need to, and then starting over. There's nothing wrong with starting over. There's nothing wrong with someone else thinking you a fool. Okay? We're going to bring that in. Somebody need to hear that. You a fool to believe that. I'm logical. I see what it is. This is exactly what it is. No, this is what you have agreed to so that you can realign and reestablish with clarity what it is you truly want. So we are going to read from the chakra energy, the affirmations for those two cards are soul healing, in this Taurus energy. Taurus new moon is all about healing our souls, mind, body, and soul, so that we can really embrace this most abundant life of health, wealth, success, and everything else that you desire. Okay? So it says, I'm going to change my hands here so I can see a little clearly. So it says, I open to receive deep soul healing now, and I embrace the support of pure love to guide my healing journey. Pure love. I'm searching for some new love, baby. Or, you know what I'm saying. It was a song. So you have to go into this space and find that love to help you heal, to help you mend a broken heart, and so that you can have a new start. Okay? Let love guide the way. Let love lead you. Let love guide the steps into your highest expression of life. Loving on yourself first and foremost. Then we will come into play. Play with it. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you did something that really set your soul on fire? That made you feel like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Play with life. Give thanks. We have to play. Because when we find ourselves alone, give thanks. It's because you haven't played. Find something to do fun. Like me showing up and doing these tarot cards. This is fun for me. This is just an expression of life that I get to experience. And it's fun. And I am so honored to be here. So the play says, I play joyfully in the magic of the universe, and I know I am free to be me. I am free to be me. You are free to be you. It's no one else that can be you. We need everyone to show up and show out and be exactly who you are at your fullest expression, at your brightest light. Knowing that, yeah, it's not always rainbows and butterflies, but you get to choose how you will show up in your highest vibration of well-being. Well-being. Well-being, starting from your I am. What do you want to have? What do you want to do? And what do you want to be? And how is that setting your soul free to live unapologetically? So this is the message for today. I am so honored to be here. I'm so thankful that I get to share this gift with you. I'm so thankful that I get to play with my little girl and show up and do what we do best by embracing the queen within. I am your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. So as we leave tonight, I want you to know and leave you with these words, that your life is the message. Your voice is the power. Your dreams are the doorway. Allow love to be the key. Until next time, sending you peace and love. Good night.